you're single, dating, trying to navigate the dating market, and you're very confused, you have every right to be confused. Everything just feels like a contradiction. And my personal theory is because as a society, like, how do I say this? We're trying to grasp modern concepts while simultaneously trying to hold on to tradition. So I think about this a lot because I'm a millennial, born in the 90s. I'm one of the first generations that really has like full autonomy over their body, full autonomy over their time. I have an education, I make good money, I have just as much rights and freedoms as a man. And even my interactions with men, they're completely by choice. They're not out of necessity. I don't necessarily need a man for protection. I could just hire a man to put security cameras in my house. I don't necessarily need a man to provide because even if I'm single, I can still take care of myself and, at least have a nice place to live and put food in my stomach. But what about the traditional sides and traditional values that I may believe in, such as marriage and family? Like, how do you navigate all of that if the role of a man in your life is not what it traditionally used to be? And, people want it to feel more like a partnership. And then how do you navigate being a wife and mother if your time and your mind is always elsewhere? Like, you see how everything feels like a contradiction? And even in dating, one of the modern concepts of sexual liberation, I fully have that in my lifestyle. And it gets hard to navigate dating because like men are always trying to have sex with you immediately. And there's like nothing you can really do about it. But like in society, they still are shaming like single mothers and still, try to always have these ideas of what wifey material is or not. But they want it from you immediately. Like even on dates, men have assumed I didn't like them because I wasn't willing to have sex with them immediately. They assumed that maybe, I was getting it from somewhere else, or there was some other man that didn't have to wait as long or didn't have to jump through hoops or take me on dates. It's very strange, very strange. But then I also have so much compassion for men because I feel like some men are just being treated like they're ATMs. Like you can't even get a woman's number nowadays unless it's to cash up her money. It's rough. And if every woman requires investment, how do you know which woman to invest in? How do you know who's worth the investment, And then not many people have a space where they feel safe emotionally to share their feelings. It's all a contradiction is what I'm saying. So if you're confused, like you have every right to be. Tradition, modern concepts, they're all trying to blend together.